Our assembly is in response to Mayor Norris's statement that he would only pass the utility plan with a full residential moratorium with no end date.
The Flagler Home Builders Association is gathering at Town Center ahead of the City Council meeting this morning. Anna Maria Long is the executive officer.
We want to bring the invisible blue-collar workers front and center and show that the utility plan will not function without residential construction. It's predicated on impact fees to build out the capacity. In order to secure the bonds, the impact fees must be collected, and the construction industry is an integral part of Flagler's economy.
And who will be there to highlight the importance of approving the city's utility plan without imposing a moratorium on new residential construction?
It'll be all the people who built your homes. It'll be the people you call when your air conditioner breaks, the people you call when you have an electrical problem, be the people who built your roads, the people who built your kids' schools, it's the people who fix your driveways. It's the people who built this town, the people who purchase things from your stores, who eat at your restaurants, and who keep this economy going just as much as anyone else here, if not more.
Anna Maria Long argues that there are alternative solutions to the city's utility challenges besides imposing a moratorium on new residential construction.
The only way that we can move forward from this utility problem is together. We can all sit around and point fingers all day long. We can point at past councils, we can point at past employees, but that doesn't get us anywhere. We all have to get together and move forward. City staff has done an excellent job of putting together a variety of plans that will get us to the finish line that the FDEP has set forth in their consent decree. And it's time to stop blaming each other. It's time to work together and move forward and be grateful for our neighbors, the current, the old, the new, and get a plan in place and keep the promises that were made.
The Home Builders Association gathering before the City Council meeting this morning comes in direct response to Mayor Mike Norris's sudden reversal, now opposing the utility rate increase and borrowing plan unless an indefinite residential building moratorium is imposed. Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, March 18th. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast, has a preview of this morning's City Council meeting.
The Palm Coast City Council meets this morning at 9 a.m. for a business meeting. First on the agenda is a proclamation for World Down Syndrome Awareness Day, which is recognized on March 21st, 2025. Then there will be an ordinance for the second read, which is regarding the utility rates. Following the first reading on March 4th, City Council directed staff to make modifications to the 5-year capital improvement plan based on removing the second bond. So this ordinance will be presented with the revised rates requested by City Council. Following that, there will be 4 resolutions. There will then be several items on the consent agenda for approval. There will be public comment at the beginning and end of the meeting, as well as on each agenda item.
This morning's meeting will be available on the Flagler Radio YouTube channel and on the WNZF Facebook page. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. We're continuing our coverage this week of the finalists for the position of city manager for the city of Palm Coast.
Her name is Sonia Alves Viveros, and she is one of 5 candidates vying for the position of city manager with a huge interest in the growth of Palm Coast.
Being that it is a fairly younger municipality in comparison to some, and maybe even to the one that I currently manage, I think there's great opportunity to face all of these challenges head on. And what I mean by that is addressing all of the growth issues, the good, the bad, the indifferent, more or less on an infrastructure basis, and how we could integrate everyone within the community to make sure that they are well versed in terms of how we could move forward.
The 5 finalists will participate in an on-site interview process on April 24th and 25th.
Working well with governing bodies, I think that's a huge part of my career goal, is making sure that there's a level of transparency and that we all understand what the ultimate goal is for the community. And I think that's a huge part of this job and what it is that we're tasked to do as public servants.
On Thursday, April 24th, finalists will participate in community tours, meetings with senior staff, one-on-one interviews with city council members, and a public meet and greet. The process continues on Friday, the 25th, with 90-minute public interviews between each candidate and the city council. These interviews will be open to the public and live streamed on the city's YouTube channel. For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.